record. Start broadcast. Alright guys, sorry for the technical difficulties. Let me just pull up the list and we can get going. I'm not going to count the dice I originally rolled. That was 12. As you can see on the screen, I have random.org. Sorry for this makeshift, but I gotta do what I gotta do. Roll the dice. We are going to go 6 times on the team names and 6 times on the viewers. This break is being recorded for anybody not currently watching. Teams first. That is randomized 1. Again, sorry for this setup. What I can do is what I can do. Here's click 2. And I will read through the names on all of this. Click 3. We're going 6 times. Dolphins are on top on click 3. Ravens are on bottom. Click 4. Just show everybody. There's click 4. Packers were on top. 49ers were on bottom. Click 5. Chargers were on top. And Patriots were on bottom. Click 6. Dallas Cowboys are on top. Cardinals are in the second hole. And we finish up with the Chargers in the 32 hole. Let me just copy that into my spreadsheet so I can show you guys your team names and your teams. Spreadsheet. We'll put that there. Paste. And we're going to jump that up to 20. And we're going to do the entire column. Hold on one second, guys. Not working how exactly I had planned, but we will get it fixed. Alright, like I said, not working, but I'll get it to work. Okay, time to grab the team names. Actually, we already have them in a randomizer. Here's the list for the randomizer. I'll go through and I'll name all the teams and show everybody. Just so you guys know, I'm not trying to cheat anybody. Here we go. Randomize. We're going 6 times. Who Dat Sports Cards on top. On number 1. MW73 on the bottom on number 1. Number 2. Jake the Great on top. JJed on the bottom. Vinny on top on 3. MW73 on top on on bottom on 3, my bad. Here's number 4. MW73 is on top on number 4. Kind of called that, I guess. Boss Hardy 202 is on the bottom. On 4, here's number 5. Boss Hardy 202 is on top on 5. On the bottom, we have Poseman. On top, we have Jake the Great on top on 6, with Bocus on the bottom on 6. 6 times was the dice. Copy. We'll place these in the Excel spreadsheet, and then I'll read the team names off. Again, sorry for the technical difficulties. We have Dallas Cowboys, Jake the Great. The Cardinals, Bocus. GBC, that is me, has San Francisco 49ers. Kansas City Chiefs, Jake the Great. New England Patriots, Jake the Great. Lakerman with the Giants. Jeremy with the Bengals. Jeremy with the Vikings. Jake the Great with the Rams. Jeff Akers with the Bills. Who Dat with the Baltimore Ravens. Lakerman with the Bears. JJed with the Broncos. Vinny with the Panthers. Jeff Akers with the Lions. TSM Radio with the Raiders. MW3 with the Titans. TSM Radio with the Browns. Poseman with the Texans. Boss Hardy 202 with the Eagles and the Seahawks. Jeff Akers with the Colts. Who Dat with his PC, the Saints. Who Dat with the Steelers. J-Jed with the Redskins. Jeff Akers with... Who Dat with the Bucks. Jeff Akers with the Dolphins. Vinny with the Packers. The Jaguars go to Poseman. GBC also gets the Falcons. The Jets go to MW73. The Chargers go to Bocus. So now that we've shown everybody the teams, here's the box we will be breaking. Right here. Here's the box that will be going. I've already read the team names off. Everything's been shown on camera. The break has been recorded. I'm going to open the box. All cards from this break will ship. I will ship out all base. Everybody will receive a package from me regardless if they hit a monster or not. At the end, I will go through with all the teams. Let me just grab all the packs. Sorry for the way they came out. Alright. Here we go. First pack. We have Julius Thomas, CJ Spiller, Antonio Brown, Russell Wilson season ticket, Blake Bortles, Marquise Lee touchdown tandems, Kid Reporter card. We have Tom Brady, Matthew Stafford, Ruben Randall, Eddie Lacy, Mercedes Lewis, Kid Reporter card. Again, guys, I'm sorry for the technical difficulties and how this break happened. And we will continue with the break. Peyton Manning, Sam Bradford, Chad Henne for the Jaguars, Nick Foles. We have a draft class of Dree Archer and a Kid Reporter. We have Vincent Jackson, Zach Stacy, Rob Gronkowski, Golden Tate, MVP of Andrew Luck, Kid Reporter. Frank Gore, Matt Ryan, Eddie Lacy. I see some foil right there. Mercedes Lewis. Round numbers, D'Anthony Thomas, Kadeem Carey. Kid Reporter. Giovanni Bernard, Matt Forte, Drew Brees, Joe Flacco, Stephen Ridley, Kid Reporter. Ryan Tannehill, Andrew Luck, Sean Green, J.J. Watt, Ben Roethlisberger, Kid Reporter. We have not hit any of the autos yet. Trent Richardson, Malcolm Floyd, Richard Sherman, Alfred Morris, Rookie of the Year Blake Bortles, Kid Reporter. No autos yet. Tony Romo, Jeremy Maclin, Dez Bryant, Phillip Rivers. First auto goes to the San Francisco 49ers. It is a cracked ice, numbered to 22, of Chris Borland. I believe that is a very nice card. Let me sleeve that right now. Numbered to 22 of Chris Borland. I have a feeling Red and Gold Blooded will want that card. Here we go. Chris Borland, numbered to 22. 15 of 22. I hear he's been doing great this year. Big card. Dwayne Bowe, Josh McCown, Richard Sherman, Alfred Morris. Next hit is a playoff ticket of David Yankee for the Minnesota Vikings. Kid Reporter. Numbered 103 of 199. Next, Demaryius Thomas, Zach Stacy, Rob Gronkowski, Golden Tate. We have a Legends of Lawrence Taylor. Kid Reporter. Again, here are your two hits so far. I will do a recap at the end. Alex Smith, Andre Ellington, Steve Smith Jr., Maurice Jones-Drew. It's autoed. This is not autoed. Chris Ivory playoff ticket for the Jets. Put that in a sleeve real quick. All right. Brian Hoyer, Mike Williams, Aaron Rodgers, Eric Decker, Julio Jones, Kid Reporter. Victor Cruz. Break is being recorded, B-Ball Boy. Brian Hartline, Arian Foster, Le'Veon Bell, Marquise Colston, playoff ticket, or I'm sorry, not a playoff ticket, Super Bowl ticket for Kid Reporter. Andy Dalton, Alshon Jeffrey, Nate Washington, Andre Johnson, Rookie of the Year Derek Carr, Kid Reporter. Ustreamer14131, I do not know who you are, so I cannot help you if you do not tell me what your username is. Geno Smith, Roddy White, Marshawn Lynch, Jimmy Graham, Torrey Smith, Kid Reporter. And like I believe Big Hit Breaks actually said, the base did topple over on me. Greg Olson, Reggie Bush, Greg Jennings, Jake Locker. Next hit is a rookie ticket for Antonio Andrews for the Titans. Let me just sleeve and top load this one real quick. Mike Parker, unless you have a different PayPal name than what you're saying, you do not have a spot in this break. I will do a recap with who had everybody as soon as the break is done. All right here. Monty Ball, AJ Green, Matt Schaub, Cam Newton, Chris Ivory, Super Bowl Kid Reporter. Carson Palmer, Ben Tate, Mark Ingram, Robert Griffin III, round numbers, Aaron Murray, AJ McCarron, Kid Reporter. Jason Witten, Jamal Charles, Danny Amendola, Jordy Nelson. We have a draft class, Javion Clowney, Super Bowl Reporter. 4 packs left. Larry Fitzgerald, Cecil Shorts, LaShawn McCoy, DeMarco Murray. We have Panini points. 150 Panini points. I will not show the back of that. That has a code on the back you guys can redeem. That'll be randomed at the end of the night. Kid Reporter. Calvin Johnson, Eli Manning, Arian Fox, Patterson, Cordarrelle Patterson, Tom Brady, Danny Amendola, touchdown tandems, and Kid Reporter. 2 packs left. We have 2 auto. We have the Andrews, the Borland, the Yankee, and the Points. So we should have 1 more auto in these 2 packs. Let's see if we can pull a monster for you guys. Mike Wallace, Jeremy Maclin, Des Bryant, Phillip Rivers. For the Kansas City Chiefs, on-card auto, the auto is streaky. That'll probably not BGS 10 auto. D'Anthony Thomas, Kid Reporter. Let me sleeve this real quick. Last pack. Vinny, give me 1 moment. I will pull up all the teams and do a recap as soon as this last pack is opened. I have to random the Panini points. There has not been a Browns auto. Ustreamer 46861. Last pack. There's a chance we get 6 autos in this, but not likely. Luke Kuechly, Reggie Wayne, Ryan Matthews, Doug Martin. We do get an auto, and I think this guy will shut you guys up. On-card auto, rookie ticket of a Mr. Teddy Bridgewater. Rookie ticket auto, on-card. And there's that. The break is now done. Let me just sleeve this Bridgewater auto. We'll do the quick recap. And then I will random off the Panini points. Alright, so here's our recap from start. Teddy Bridgewater, rookie ticket. D'Anthony Thomas, rookie ticket. 150 Panini points. Playoff ticket of Chris Ivory. David Yankee, Vikings did well, playoff ticket. That is 103 of 199. Chris Borland, number to 22. And Antonio Andrews. Those are the autos. Now, if you give me 1 minute, I will pull up the teams. Actually, big hit breaks. Now that you can see, I'm putting these all in top loaders right now. I just wanted to finish the last 2 packs. And then we will random off. We went 6 times on the original randomizer, so I'll do another 6 times on that randomizer for the names. And that's who will get the auto. Or, I'm sorry, the Panini points, which you can actually redeem for an autograph through Panini. If my name happens to come up for the Panini points, I will click again, and the next team up will get the Panini points. I do not want the Panini points, and you guys will get them. D'Anthony Thomas is in there. This would have been a nice box for someone to have just busted themselves. Alright, there is all of your hits. Okay. D'Anthony Thomas. Playoff ticket, Chris Ivory. Panini points, 150 of them. Teddy Bridgewater. David Yankee. Antonio Andrews. Chris Borland, playoff number to 22. Now that that's taken care of and out of the way, Vinny 27, I believe it was. You wanted to know your teams? Let me pull it up and I will read off your team. We'll start from the top and I'll just go through the teams. Jake the Great had the Dallas Cowboys. Cardinals went to Bocus. GBC had the 49ers. Jake the Great, the Chiefs, and the Patriots. Lakerman had the Giants. Jeremy had the Bengals. Jeremy had the Vikings. Jake the Great had the Rams. Jeff Akers had the Bills. Houdat had the Ravens. Lakerman had the Bears. J-Jet had the Broncos. Vinny, you had the Panthers. Jeff Akers had the Lions. The Raiders went to TSM Radio. MW73 had the Titans. I know they got a hit. TSM Radio had the Browns. Poseman had the Texans. Boss Hardy had the Eagles and the Seahawks. Jeff Akers had the Colts. Houdat had the Saints and the Steelers. J-Jed had the Redskins. Houdat had the Bucks. Jeff Akers had the Dolphins. Vinny, you also had the Packers. Poseman had the Jaguars. GBC also had the Falcons. MW73 had the Jets. Bocus had the Chargers. Now, let me just pull up the randomizer for the names. This is the randomizer for the names. As you can see, we went 6 times. Whoever's on top after 6 more times will get the Panini points. Then this break is over. This is click 7. Jake the Great's on top. This is click 8. Bocus is on top. This is click 9. Boss Hardy's on top. Click 10. GBC's on top. Again, if I'm on top for this, I will give away the points. I do not want them. 11. TSM Radio is on top. 12th and final click. TSM Radio wins the points. TSM Radio wins the Panini points. I will do one last recap with them. David Yankee, Teddy Bridgewater, 150 Panini points. Chris Ivory playoff, DeAnthony Thomas, Antonio Andrews, Chris Borland. What I will do is I will make sure you all can see the recording. I will either email or I will get the recording out to you. It is recorded on Ustream, so I can get the recording out to you here in the next few minutes. Have a nice night, guys.